The 2025 Farmers Almanac is now available, and we always love to check out the life hacks. Peter Geiger is the former editor, or in a fancy way, he's now the editor emeritus. Yes, yes. And this is Sandy Duncan. She's taking over for you as editor, but she's no stranger.
She's no stranger. She's been the managing editor for 31 editions. It's about time. We need Sandy more now than ever.
I love it. And first woman to take over the role as editor.
208 years. About time, huh?
About time.
How do you feel about that?
It's a privilege. It's an honor, really. I'm very happy about it, and I'm excited to see what's next for the Farmers Almanac.
I love it. Well, we're excited to have you here, and we can't wait to see what you have for hacks. So who's going to kick it off for us? Where are we starting?
Me.
Sandy.
Okay.
Cheese. Don't you love cheese?
Yes, I
Good
do.
cheese is so good. But when you get it home, you should always wrap it in some parchment paper rather than that plastic it comes in.
Okay,
cheese
why?
needs to breathe. So it's better to wrap it, and then you just put a little piece of tape on it, and Peter did it so well. It's nicely take it out and put it back when you're done.
Perfect. Okay.
Speaking of cheese.
Yes.
If you need to grate some cheese, you know you have a grater here, and usually, I don't know, I always go like this. Turn it this way and just grate it by the side. It comes out in the inside.
Look at
makes
that.
less of a mess.
No mess, yeah.
Easier to go into the bowl.
I love that.
Cheese tips,
All
I tell
right.
you.
Perfect. All right. From cheese, where are we headed next?
Well, we're going to talk about power outages because last winter was hellacious, and this winter we think is going to be very similar.
Yep.
So when you do lose your power, there's 2 or 3 things we want you to remember to do. One is, first of all, have batteries in your house on hand, but you can take a flashlight, stand it on end, and put a gallon or it could be a milk carton or a water carton, and you'll see how it lights it up so you can actually see things around you.
Look at that.
You can read your almanac right when you're.
That's amazing.
Something to do during the
And then
weather.
what I did at my house last year is with 8-foot ceilings and white ceiling, I simply put a flashlight, even a small one, on end in every room, and the whole room was lit up. But if you want to read something, this is perfect. Also, if you know a storm is coming, let's say you think you're going to lose power, put all your ice into a washing machine, and then put your cold stuff in there. And so it keeps it cool, but then as the ice melts, it kind of goes out the drain, and it preserves it for a period of time. So we lost power several times last year, and so if you do lose power, we have several other tips in the almanac, but those are 2 that I like especially.
That's fabulous. All right. What else do we have?
So some people think Farmers Almanac. My grandparents, my parents read it, but you know we have lots of tips for every age. And this year we have some great parenting tips. You know, when you're teaching your child, you know, which foot to put on which foot, which shoe to put on which foot.
It's a little confusing.
It is very confusing, even for me. Get a sticker, something that they can recognize, you know, maybe their favorite character, cut it in half, put one in the left, one in the right, so that when they grab their shoes, they check them out and like, oh, Mickey's ear is on this side and that side, and they put it together.
It's almost like a game. I like that.
And then speaking of that, in the Farmers Almanac, we have a section called Best Days Calendar, and this is based on moon phase and where the moon is in the zodiac, but people swear. There's a section called Best Days to Potty Train, also Best Days to Wean, both your animals and your toddlers. But if you check out the Best Days to Potty Train, people swear that they follow the days we list, they get the best potty training success. And it's really interesting.
Okay, you're hearing that? So that if anybody's doing this at home, I want to know if it works.
That's a huge question.
If it works.
Exactly.
All right, and we also have some lettuce. So we move on to that?
Lettuce. So if you buy some romaine lettuce and you're always wondering, you know, should you leave it in the plastic bag or what you should do with it? First of all, don't wash it until you are ready. You know, then take off the pieces and wash it properly. But the best thing to do with romaine lettuce especially is just to take it as it is. Use a paper towel. I keep calling it a paper towel.
Okay.
You could use a paper towel, but we like to use a dish towel. Wrap it up
Like a little baby.
like a little baby and put it into your crisper because it needs to be moisture free, and it'll help the air circulate around it. And if you really want it to last a little bit longer, you could take a knife and cut off the stem and then roll it up and store it in your fridge.
Fabulous. Hey. And we want our lettuce to last as long as we can.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And before we go, because we like you so much,
you're so sweet.
we're going to present you with a plant.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You know, you're not supposed to say thank you when you get a plant.
Why?
According to garden lore, and many people believe this, if you say thank you when you get a plant or when someone hands you a plant, you can have bad luck or the plant could die. So instead, you should say, I almost said it too. You should say, oh, this is going to look lovely on my dining room table.
Fabulous.
And the plant does what for your house?
Plants can also, do you know in the winter, you know how it gets very dry in your house?
Yeah,
You know, if you
unfortunately.
put a lot of these nice plants around, it'll add moisture back into your air. So what a nice, pretty way to add a lot of moisture back into dry winter homes.
Little green.
All these tips in the Farmer's Almanac.
I love it. I love it. All right, well, this plant is going to look great on my desk.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for coming in. If you want to learn more about the Farmer's Almanac for 2025, just head to the 207 section of our website and app. We'll have all those life hacks for you there as well. Stay with us. We've got more of our show for you right after this.